Hey everyone! The journey of Kingdom Come Deliverance is slowly coming to an end with the third DLC, announced to be coming on the 11th of November. I was recently at PGA where I had a chance to sit down with Tobi, you all know Tobi, and we talked about all things DLC 3, and I got to play the DLC for a bit actually. However, I can't yet share my impressions about playing the game, but once again I recorded a short interview with Tobi to bring you everything you need to know about Mysteria Ecclesiae, the final DLC for KCD2. The footage you see in this video is unfortunately just the new trailer mixed with what's already available out there, but don't worry, it's not a long wait before we can bring you a bit more about actually playing through the final chapter of KCD2. For now, let's do this one more time. Let's start with the very basics. What is the deal with the DLC? What did Henry get himself into this time around? And what's this I heard about the surprising appearance from a certain character?
The third DLC of Kingdom Come Deliverance brings you to Sedlet's monastery, Mysteria Ecclesiae, so the mystery of the church. And you have to essentially cure what I call medieval COVID. So you're invited there with a doctor to get there and find out what's wrong with the patients, why people are dying, why they get infected, how it spreads, and who's patient zero pretty much. But very quickly, Henry, you will find out that there's much more going on, that the Teutonic Order is there, that they're looking for something, and it gets very deep and very dark. And as a matter of fact, King Sigismund is actually in this monastery, so yeah. Maybe not everyone is friendly towards you.
With the new DLC also come some new outfits for Henry. There's a cool thing that looks as if Henry is going full ninja. Well, this is actually a face cover for those working with sick people. And since you have those sick people, you can expect that you will be doing alchemy in this DLC. Tobi mentioned that the approach is similar to Legacy of the Forge with blacksmithing, so I expect there to be some mandatory alchemy, but only a little, and I guess maybe you'll be able to do more of that outside of the main quests in the DLC if you really want to. Just a guess though. Now, what's being communicated to us is that this is the final chapter of the story. It's all about curing some kind of disease, and yes, I did see y'all's comments online worrying about Henry's fate here, and seeing how some DLCs are released for games and then they happen after the main story, like with Dragon Age Inquisition or Assassin's Creed Shadows. I thought it might be a good idea to ask and make sure. Does this work, again, as a side story that you can play anytime, or do we really need to start worrying about Henry?
The third DLC is really see all the DLCs of Kingdom Come Deliverance as story editions. You can start this DLC immediately when you arrive in the Kuttenberg region, so you don't have to finish the game. You just have to be in 50% of the game, pretty much. But see those, as I said, as separate story additions to the game.
Now, the Sedlet's Monastery, a location that was already in the base game, but we didn't have access to it, and with the Legacy of the Forge, some things were already put inside that area, though still inaccessible. It's interesting to note that even though this DLC will take place on the second map of the base game, it will actually require you to load into a new region that is the monastery, but let's have Tobi explain that one.
The new DLC also offers a new region. Well, it's actually more a location within a region, so we already know Sedlet's Monastery. We could have gone around it. It's right outside of Kuttenberg, but this time in this DLC you travel in there, you get a new map, a new, as I said, location, but as I call it, medieval COVID, they lock down, they go into quarantine, and you will for some while be locked in there. But don't worry, it's not like in DLC 1.
I actually got to see the map of the new region, and it is quite extensive, though remember, it's the monastery and its closest surroundings. It's not like you suddenly get a huge new forest area and few villages as well. It's pretty concise in general. The map of the region is very detailed. Unfortunately, I cannot show it to you at this point, but there's a cute little detail that you can look for when you play the DLC yourself. If you open the game map while you're inside a building, you will see the buildings on the game map without roofs, but if you open it when you're outside, they will have their roofs on. I mean, I know it doesn't change anything at all, but I love details like these. It really shows the love devs put into the game. Just a tiny fun fact. So, a questline in a monastery. It sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? So I just had to ask, how similar or maybe how different it's going to be in terms of what we're supposed to do there when compared to our journey in Sassau in KCD1.
Well, you're of course still in the monastery. In the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, you're like undercover and you're trying to find out, you have to blend in and find out who's the murderer, who's hiding in there. Now you're officially there, you're officially helping, and you're part of this big thing. Well, they still don't like you to be there. Well, of course, there's this mystery going on and they see you as a disturbing factor. But other than that, it's really much deeper, much bigger, with much more quests, with much more secrets to find, and just very, very mysterious.
Now, the previous DLCs all brought some new mechanics into the game. Can we expect something new introduced here as well?
You said it correctly. In the first DLC, it was a very personal story about the painter, and you got the shields. In the second DLC, you got your own, in a very humorous way, your own house and your own place, your own headquarters in a way. And DLC 3 is much stronger on the narrative side, so it's a very deep narrative experience.
Okay, so no new mechanics this time, but heavy focus on the story. I can't say I'm not a tiny bit disappointed, but I really don't mind getting to see the writers shine in this one a bit more, and hopefully they cooked well. Now, obviously, we all wonder about the size of the DLC. How big is it?
I'm always very bad with guesstimating the length. The first DLC was the shortest one, and the second and the third are roughly the same size. While in the second DLC you have those repeating tasks. Everything in DLC 3 is unique. While of course you can dice and sword fight and so on, but I would say it's again 10 to 15 hours, so quite chunky.
Warhorse also got us used to getting a patch along the DLC, so I guess we can expect another one in November, right?
As always, with every big release or every big DLC, we are also coming with a new patch that is mainly focusing on quality of life stuff and of course crashes, fixes, stabilization, all these kind of things. But yeah, it's coming as always.
Just to add a little bit to that, the studio is still working on the details of the patch, so he couldn't get me any specific highlights, but as you've heard yourself, we're getting something that will get the game closer to its definitive best state, with the improvements and quality of life features. But all that talk sounds like a goodbye, doesn't it? Feels like this is actually the end. Tobi, is it? Come on, you can tell me, I won't tell anyone.
With the last DLC, it's the end of KCD1 and KCD2. This is exactly what we imagined in 2014 when we were pitching the Kickstarter product. This is it now. This is what we always hoped for, dreamt of. And well, now let's see what the future brings. We definitely, the company will have some huge vacation over Christmas, and then full throttle ahead towards new projects. I can't say what it exactly is, but I can tell you it will definitely be RPGs.
Okay, keep some of the secrets to yourself. For now. I wish I could tell you a bit more about what I actually played, but I can't yet. Though the release of that final chapter is just around the corner, so don't worry about it. You won't have to wait long for some more impressions and to actually play it yourself. Just a reminder, it's November 11th. As always, I appreciate you all for taking the time to watch this video, and oh wait, I don't know if you've heard, but the music of KCD2 is actually coming to Poland and Germany in February. I'll be at the Polish concert, so maybe I'll see some of you there. Anyway, for this video, I thought that instead of me saying the usuals at the end, it would be nice to give Tobi a chance to talk to you directly, so I'm leaving you in good hands for the goodbyes.
Thank you for being with us. It really means a lot. I'm always repeating that community first is a motto that we live at Warhorse, and I hope you guys share that feeling because it really matters to us. And I want to thank you for supporting us, for being with us. I hope you like the journey. It's been a while since February, but it's now coming to a conclusion. Remember us when award season starts finally. If you want to vote for us, go for it. Other than that, thank you for being part of the entire studio, because without you, Warhorse would have never existed, KCD would have never existed. So thank you for going the full mile with us, and Audentis Fortuna Juvat.